So as we look forward, what's the next 6 to 12 months for you look like? And even the industry, if you think there's something, either handle that personally for Catalyst, or what does the next 6 to 12 months look like for the industry?
I'm gonna start with industry and then I'll go to me just because like I'm kind of curious on it. Like industry, I'm super curious on just from what's going on right now with like fuel and oil because that could have like a massive effect in the future. And then just knowing that we don't know what next EO is going to come out and what the next hurdle is. Now, what I will say though is on my end of thing, I guess like these have all come out and they've all happened, and I lived through 2017 when everything was supposed to come to a screeching halt because the tax credit expired, right? And there was a bit of a slowdown, I will say that for me personally, but a lot of that was more a function of just kind of coming off of what was a really, really busy 2015 and 2016, and then the I don't know if we wanna call it or I guess 2016 was, like, the big slowdown. I think a lot of it's just kind of like the balance, right? Like, stuff kinda getting reconciled again. I think for us, I don't see anything massively slowing down. I think we might not experience the same kind of, like, super, super fast growth that we saw in, like, 22 and 23. I don't mind that. I think that's good. Like, I think when we end up with such massive growth so quickly, I've noticed, like, the quality of work started to deteriorate, and I don't think that's good for anyone, especially when, like, we are becoming critical, we're critical infrastructure, right? Everyone needs power. So, like, I don't think it's something I really wanna mess around with poor work. So I guess I would say, and like what I've been kind of telling folks is like, yeah, it's not going to be probably like crazy gangbusters, but like maybe that's okay. Maybe it's just a nice slow steady growth that we keep moving forward with, and like maybe some of like those projects that are not awesome, maybe they don't get built this time, right? I don't know. So, and then I guess the other big shift I'm seeing is like we're going towards mega projects now. So it used to be utility scale projects were big projects, and we were stoked to have anything that was 200 megawatts. And 200 megawatts not big enough now. It needs to be a 500 megawatt project up to like a 1 gigawatt project. And like we're seeing a lot of consolidation of projects. And I think that announcement came out last week of a big IPP selling. So I think that feels like a trend that we're going to see a little bit more Wall Street involvement and movement with some of our IPPs because I think that's starting to get some attention now. So how that trickles out and affects everyone, I'm not 100% certain, but for my little chunk of the puzzle, it's been great. So yeah,
Well,
the future is bright. I'm very excited for it.
I'm just 100% certain you will be here for it, whatever that future
Yeah,
looks like. So, Cass, it's been a pleasure to have you on the podcast. Before we sign off, why don't you let people know how they can get a hold of you if they want to have a conversation around employing some of the Catalyst services? How do people find you?
great. Well, I got a website that I can send over to you. That's a pretty easy one. There's like a little thing there where you can basically hit the little email button and it'll go straight to me. I'm also on LinkedIn, which is pretty easy to find me, and would love to run into any folks at any of like the major like renewable conferences. So reach out on LinkedIn, and would love to kind of set up a call or an in person for sure.
Okay, great. And to our audience, of course, we'll have the website link and the LinkedIn link inside the show notes. Before we sign off, Cass, any final words?
No, just thank you so much for having me. This is really fun. I love talking about work.
Perfect. And to our audience, if you've enjoyed the show as much as we have, please like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to send it with a friend, potentially someone who's looking to get into consulting or thinking of breaking away from their executive level career to do something a little bit more flexible. Maybe they need to hear this. Or somebody's looking to avoid a full-time hire and maybe look for a great consultant to step in and put out the fire. They might also need to hear this. So once again, thank you so much for being here. This is another episode of the Blue Ocean Solutions podcast. Take care, everyone. All right, Cass. That was fun. Thank you.
That was super fun. Great. Thanks. That was a good time. I'm like,
Yeah,
excuse
you're
me.
fun.
All right, got all the energy out. Great. Yeah.